Hi there, my name is Ben Manski, and I am recently a candidate for election to the Wisconsin State Assembly from the west side of Madison. It's a progressive district. I know that because I grew up there. I went to Randall Elementary, Van Hise Middle, Madison West, and college in the progressive 77th District. It's a district that formed my values. Early on, I actually had some incredible people, incredible women and men who I had the opportunity to learn from. Folks like Midge Miller and Nan Cheney, who put me to work as a kid, stuffing envelopes, making phone calls, organizing meetings, organizing peace parades and demonstrations. People like Spencer Black, who I met as a kid, as a student, who was involved with environmental issues, and then later had the opportunity to work with when I was on staff as an anti-mining organizer with Wisconsin's Environmental Decade in the 1990s. It's a progressive district, and people expect a great deal in this district, and they have a right to. They don't expect go along to get along. They don't expect somebody who's just going to vote right most of the time. They certainly don't expect somebody who will just keep the seat warm. They expect to see themselves represented by somebody who has courage, who is consistent, who is going to move the progressive cause forward. I've spent all my life doing that. And I also know, I have to tell you, that people around Wisconsin and around the country look to the west side of Madison for just that as well. They're counting on us. But you know, there's more to it than this. I'm not just running to keep the progressive 77th the progressive district. I'm running because we are in the midst of the worst economic and ecological crisis of my lifetime. It's a crisis many of us on the west side of Madison and Middleton work to avert. But unfortunately, it's here now. And you know, I see it every day. I see it with my students. I see it with other young people. I see the way in which they are struggling with a student debt burden which is unprecedented in American history. It's certainly a debt burden that I didn't imagine when I graduated from Madison West in 1992. It's gotten much worse since then. They're struggling with a job market which is hostile to all of us, but especially for folks who are just 5 or 10 years younger than me. People in their mid to late 20s are struggling with an unemployment rate of 25%. And really the opportunities for secure jobs with a living wage are not there in the way that they used to be. And that has to change. I'm running because we're in the midst of a crisis in which we really do need progressive leadership. And I have to ask, if it's not going to come from the 77th District, from the west side of Madison, where will it come from? That's what a lot of people are asking in this campaign. And in fact, I actually know that that's one of the reasons why in this campaign we've had an incredible outpouring of support. And I want to say, if you're somebody who has already volunteered, made a contribution, helped out with ideas and contacts, spread the word, thank you for doing that. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, because we're counting on you. We expect that you're out there. We know you're there from the work that we've done together over the years on so many issues in the environmental movement, in the women's movement, and the labor movement. But I think we all know that this is going to be an historic campaign. And that means that everything is going to be on the table. We have candidates running who've worked as lobbyists for the coal industry and the ethanol industry. We have other folks who are going to have backing from those who simply don't want to see somebody like me sitting in the state legislature. They don't want to see somebody like you sitting in the state legislature. They want somebody, frankly, who will go along to get along. And they know that I'm not that kind of guy. So that's why I'm counting on you in the weeks ahead, in the days ahead, in the minutes ahead, to please take a step right now. If you've already made a contribution, consider making another one. If you've already volunteered and you haven't heard back from us, hassle us. You know, bother my campaign manager, Steve Burns, and say, hey, why haven't I gotten a call back yet? I want to get to work. And we're working hard right now, and we can use your support. I want you to know that. So we're going to move forward. We have an excellent team. We have an excellent plan. And we can win this thing. This is a progressive district. I know this district like the back of my hand. And with your support, we will win come November. Thank you.